Good evening, everyone. It's SPC Peachtree City. I guess we're gonna be doing a series what I like to call self-activation tutorials. This is good for those who want to learn how to activate on specific radios and get specific warnings and watches. But this episode will be the WR-400 as seen by the radio itself. So let's get started. First off, I do not know the cords that will be needed, but I will try to list them in the Discord server. So I'll leave a description, not a description. I will leave a link to that in the below. And I'm smart. So let's begin. So with the 400, what I'm noting is that you have to be in a spot where it'll be clear. So first, when you want to self-activate a radio, make sure it's set on to 162.425. So this goes for any radio. Make sure it's set onto that number right there. And then what you want to do is you want to lower your antenna all the way down. Sometimes you want to like put it away. And make sure that you use the all EAS alerts video. That's a good video and it has all alerts and it's a good way to see what alerts you can catch out of it. So let's start. So let's start with the back of our Midland WR-400. So these two are the ports we're going to be concerned about. Antenna in and external alert. What you can do, you can grab this little cord right here. There has to be an auxiliary plug-in on your iPad. Make sure you have an iPad. And you will want to simply put this into the back, into the external alert, if I can plug that in right without looking at my phone camera. And then you want to get this other port thing on there, just an auxiliary cord. Just plug that into your external alert jack. And now you have a basic setup ready for self-activation. And now I will warn you all about this. Self-activating is not as easy as it is. There is trial and error, and you will occasionally get unrecognized messages. So, again, we will try to activate this for an unrecognized warning. There is a huge issue with the 300 and 400. These do recognize the expiration time, I believe. So not really an issue, more of like just to prevent people from putting out fake things. So it's kind of in case some idiot decides to transmit with a Baofeng. Never do that. That will get you arrested or fined by the FCC. So not a good idea. So now, with your iPad, make sure you have the video all EAS alerts readied up. And make sure your volume is at a specific setting. I have mine like that. And so what we're going to do, we're going to turn on the weather button so we can hear the tones. Then we'll play. Get a bit out of the way for the radio to receive it. This is a required monthly test. Now I will pause the video to give it time to recognize it. And that did not recognize it, as you can tell. What it did, it just simply ignored it. Or quote-unquote ignored it. Or that's just my excuse for it messing up. Required weekly test. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this before. I don't want required weekly test. I don't want messages. I want... Even an unrecognized statement will be fine at this point. Severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see. Come on. Do you wanna? Wow. Sometimes you will have to tilt your radio around. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys get the basics of it, but that's essentially just how you self-activate a WR-400. It's difficult, but what I would recommend is if it's not in a high enough place, try to give it a bit more height to it, and then it'll most likely activate. This is really useful for getting stuff ready. Like if you're like me, where you're in an office where we issue significant weather advisories 90% of the time, well, yeah, this is probably something good to do if you're bored. But using a Baofeng or any transmitting device out there, this will definitely result in either one, you getting arrested, or two, the FCC fining your ass. Like, I'm just going to be blatantly honest about that. Doing such things like that is not a good idea because you will cause public confusion, and it's not the best thing ever to do. So let me just get my 400 plug back up. There we go. And let me just grab this messy cord abomination. I don't even know where the 400 thing is. But yes, I will give you all of this advice. I will be trying to do some radio activations on this channel and some advice on how to, so nobody's left out in the dark. And so people can self-activate safely without having to worry, oh my god, did I just send this out to the entirety of the United States? Well, that wouldn't be physically possible unless you really, like, I don't even know. But then again, point is, I will be doing this, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to self-activate radios with an antenna in port and external alert jack. So yeah, hope you guys will enjoy this series. Peace out.